Hey guys, Don Keating here, Team Donny8. I want to do a new ICO review for you. Just a little introduction to what's going on with this one here. It is Traxion, and the pre-sale is starting on May 1st, so there's a couple more days actually. But if you're interested in it after you do the review, go ahead and start the process of becoming KYC compliant and getting approved for the sale. Pre-sale is going to be from 5/1 until 5/31, and then the actual sale for everyone is going to be 6/15 to 7/31. So the actual sale does not start for a little bit, but still you want to have time to be able to take a look at it. So get yourself ready to go after you watch this review and do your own research if you think it's something that you're interested in. Okay. A little bit about the company itself. I'll go through. They have a ton of ratings and reviews, all pretty positive, so that's very impressive. One thing I will say is that they are reaching out worldwide for investors. Even the white paper is available in multiple languages, over 20 or 20, I think 24 languages, which is I was pretty impressed in that alone for a company this early going on. Reaching out to that many areas in different languages. Okay, but they're using the latest Hyperledger Fabric technology from IBM, and we provide seamless integration and connectivity among networks, businesses, and people. So, some of the problems that many people already know is that these guys are trying to resolve. I mean, just straight up, access to financial services to all. Many people are underbanked or not banked at all, and this is going to be easy to use. They're going to have quick transactions, even internationally. Obviously, if you're using blockchain technology or cryptocurrency, it doesn't really matter where you are. The two people can interact whether they're right next to each other or across the world. Very little difference as far as fees or timing or anything like that. Also, they're going to have extremely low fees, which is great because if you are internationally transferring funds, it could be very expensive when you're going through multiple financial institutions, and a lot of them, just because you're going international, will charge a higher rate. That does not happen with Traxion, or at least that's their goal. Easy to use for all. There's not going to be a lot of verification, and you don't have to have an account, like a bank account or anything like that, to be able to use it. So it's trying to be open and available for everyone and be easy to use. And of course, because it's using a blockchain, it's very transparent and easy to build trust. Somebody that's sending money or receiving money can follow the money along on the blockchain from when you send it to when it's received, which is different than when you use a bank. There's no tracing anything until it is received at the other bank. Okay, so that's the the overall high-end high-level review of the company. But I'm just gonna go through some information. They have a really great explanation video on here, but they're focusing on building infrastructure for everyday users. Blockchain-driven environment changes how people do business by enforcing data integrity, accountability, transparency, and trust. Our solution is a blockchain platform ready for business, which means it's scalable, immutable, permissioned, and has all the necessities to execute smart contracts, business provenance, and data visibility. So they're looking at not just they're looking past just the initial startup phase and making sure that this is a technology and a coin that will be used in the long-term future as this market grows exponentially. Okay, it's going to be within 3 parts, which they're going to have their wallet. It's going to combine our existing fintech with insurtech apps in one ecosystem. They'll provide white-labeled wallets to business organizations who want to move financial assets at zero cost through tokenization of their local currencies. That's huge, guys. Zero cost through tokenization of their local currencies. So, a lot of people that are using this system may have local currencies that are not stable and very volatile, and they'll be able to use this wallet on Traxion at zero cost, which is going to be a good thing. They're going to have they're calling the Traxion chain, which creates inter-business blockchain solutions for a closed network. We deliver customized business solutions to conglomerates requiring interoperability. All right, not too often I have to look up words, but here is one, and I did look it up. Interoperability, the ability of computer systems or software to exchange and make use of information. So, layman's terms, what it means is different operating systems can work together in this system, and through the Traxion chain, they're going to have the ability to talk to each other, data integrity, asset tracking within the supply chain. Okay, so the last part of it is they're going to have the Traxion contract, which is going to apply smart contracts on workflows for good governance. Anything, if you guys know about smart contracts at all, the best part about them is once they're set up, they are, independent of what happens outside of them. Either party can end the contract, and it will just follow the rules stated in the contract till the end. So it's great it's a great benefit to add trust to an agreement, because it doesn't matter, as long as you're following the information, you can execute the contract and get your, what you're owed on the other end. So it's pretty interesting, and that's why Ethereum and ERC20 contracts have been so popular, of course. Okay, and this is kind of what we're talking about: easy, frictionless, compliant enterprise. And of course, they're going to have the KYC, AML, like everything going on. United States is not allowed in this ICO part, but as always, just kind of watch it. It's going to be on exchanges, and then we can buy in at an early rate. They're going to use smart contracts, as we just talked. They're going to be using Hyperledger Fabric, which is the new IBM-based technology, cryptocurrencies, and local currencies. So they're going to be the in-between between everything to make this very seamless and easy, so that you don't have any issues. They're showing a comparison here between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Traxion. So you can see the differences here. Bitcoin's always public. Ethereum can be public or permissioned, and Traxion is permissioned. So if you don't want it public, it's just not. Transactions are anonymous or public or confidential, which is good. Consensus is proof of work, or modular. Smart contracts, business logic. Bitcoin's very limited in that area. Ethereum, that's their strong suit. And Traxion, they're going to be 100% through chain code. Speed, transactions per second. Bitcoin's still 7 right now, I believe. That's what they're saying here. Depending on when you're watching, if Lightning Network actually gets imposed, it might be a slightly higher. But Ethereum is 20 transactions per second, and Traxion is already up to 100,000. So night and day different as far as speed. And they have a Y Traxion, which I had researched as well, and their team is very good. They have a very deep initial team, plus a large board of advisors, all very experienced in not just crypto, but various industries, various businesses, and they do have security and financial technology as well, along with the blockchain. Okay, proof of concept. Traditional financial products and donation channels are innovated and make available through Traxion's distributed financial infrastructure. So they have a proof of concept they are trying to use. They did get a current contract and partner, which I thought was pretty awesome, and I'll show you that below. Traxion will be the first, will be among the first distributed platforms on Hyperledger Fabric technology, which is what they're based on, and has established working ties with several financial technology services. But there is one company already that's signed on. I'll show you that in a second. Has a network of users and organizations, so they already have that going for them. And then they have the announcement here: first client contract before token sale even starts to Traxion Wallet. Seafarer Cooperative will to use Traxion Wallet for membership payments, purchases, and insurance and remittances, onboarding up to 1 million members just from this C co-op. So I mean, that's great. Anytime you see an ICO already have business relationships and an actual working product, you know, that's huge because it's way past the idea stage on this one. You can see the team here. I myself have spoke with Ann, very knowledgeable, very definitely a good person to be in charge of this company and going forward. I have not talked to the other guys, but you can see the information here. They all have LinkedIn profiles, so if you want to follow up anything on them, I see CFO, head of business, head of blockchain. They have a pretty decent team. Everyone well spoken for, and you know, their picture, their background, a link to their LinkedIn, which is great. The pictures are, you know, good, solid, professional pictures. You don't see any ridiculousness, no faded out or clouded out pictures or any of that nonsense, which is good. And then their advisors are high-end advisors that have been around the block. They're very recognized and knowledgeable, most of them. So you guys can check them out as well, which is good. It's always nice to see not only a team on board, but also that they're looking for advisors to come on board and help them out. Okay, and then their roadmap here, you can check it out. They of course have their white paper as well, and they have a ton of videos with the with all different people, including the CEO, talking at all different reviews and on different news channels and things like that, which is great. I'm not going to go through that with you guys. They've been featured on a ton of different news stations or channels. They have a very active news, and they've been on many blogs. The other thing, they do have a lot of ratings and reviews already, and they're all pretty high up and very positive, which is great. Usually, you know, companies can get one or two great ones, and that's about it. But these guys have been pretty strong across the board, which is great. They have these meetups, which is very awesome. I mean, most of these companies are private, and they don't, you know, really want you to know where they are or to meet up with them, but they keep adding new ones constantly, and they're all over the world, as you can see. They're very diverse. The token sale. You guys can read the information. I'm not going to really go over that right now. It does not start, like I said, until May 1st, which is the pre-sale. That's going to run a whole month. There's going to be like a 2-week break, and then the actual main sale is going to start in June 15th. So, you know, check it out. You have time to look it over. 1 TXN is equal to 0.001 ETH, and that's what as of April 1st. So, you know, it may change, but that's what it is right now. And of course, as the different stages come out, they'll show you the price, and you'll know exactly what you're buying. They're having the rewards and bounty that they're giving out. 3% of the entire is for rewards and bounty, so they're definitely putting money where their mouth is with marketing and advertising, which is good. And they're going to have bounties across all these different things, which is great. So that helps out. If you are an investor, you can, you know that they're trying to back your information and trying to back the coin growth. Okay, they have 3 headquarters listed right now. They have the main one, then they have in India and the Philippines, and they have an email support listed right here too. Okay, but as for the ratings, I just want to review a couple of them that I saw up front. ICO Bench did one. Okay, pull up there. Alright, here it is here. Sorry, I guess I got it on the page. But for ICO Bench, they have 29 experts already rating it, and it's still at a 4.7, which is pretty amazing to be that high with that many reviews, which is good. Here's one from ICO Marks. They have a review, 8.9 out of 10. Here's Track ICO, 4.3 out of 5, I believe. Here is CoinGecko.com has one. They did a review on it, showing some of their social stats. I mean, they already have over almost 13,000 Telegram users. Twitter followers are almost 10,000, and they have, I guess, their own YouTube channel. And they do have these videos here, which you guys can watch, of course. Here's the information as well, with the dates and the information on it. Okay, here's one at Bitcoinist.com. They did an article on them. Okay. Excuse me. And then here, their main quote here. With the latest technology of blockchain and its ever-changing value propositions, many financial experts predict traditional banking will reach its end in 10 to 15 years. Traxion aims to serve as a transitionary platform to a bankless society as cryptocurrencies are ushered into the modern era and is starting to onboard institutions and large marketplaces. So these guys are trying to, like I said, get out ahead of it and make sure everyone has access to financial, instruments and banking and money transfers and things like that. Okay, so this is not an in-depth review. I just wanted to kind of give you an introduction to it, just a general overview of what's going on with it. But I do think it's one to watch. So if you guys want to take a deeper dive into it, go ahead and go ahead and sign up for the whitelist right here. You can find it on their main site. You can sign up here for your account, and hopefully you guys can follow along. And if it's something you want to invest in, go ahead. If you're in the United States and you can't, just wait for it to come out on an exchange. This is wide reaching. There's no doubt it's going to be on multiple exchanges after the ICO is over. Nothing's announced yet, of course. It takes a little bit, and you can't list on anything until your ICO is done. So it'll be forthcoming, I have no doubt. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to be major exchanges without any issues. So check it out, and if you have any questions, of course, like always, email me. It's donkeat, DONKEAT @gmail.com. I'll get you the answer to anything that you ask me. If I don't know it, I will get it for you. And you can leave a comment below the video, of course. Leave a question. Let me know you like the review or you don't like it, and let me know what the next thing you want to see, if there's anything specific, and I'll try to do that for you. I would greatly appreciate you like and subscribe to the channel, and if you want to get notified when new videos are posted, then hit the notification bell. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks.